Hi, I'm Tomii, and this is the deck that I use, Katsu, for the Merlion Nationals event. When I found Katsu, he's always searching for cards in the library, so he's always shuffling. So it saves me the pitch memorization. So it's important to search for cards for Katsu so that he could search for the required combo cards to complete the combo line. For combo cards, it reads the name of the previous card. So it gets bonuses like draw a card on hit or +2 power. And the most breaking one is the Dishonor line, which removes the power of the opposing hero. So I'm going to discuss the deck that I use. First would be the Surging Strikes. So this is the opening line, mostly used by Katsu, that goes through the Mugenshi line and the Dishonor line. So I only use the red and the yellow ones because the blue one does not exceed the breakpoint of defense, which is 3. So the yellow is 4 and the red is 5. Then 3 Be Like Water as additional possibility of a Surging Strike. Then next to that would be the second part of the combo line, which is the Ascendant Gust Wave. So it goes after the Surging Strike and gets +2 and becomes free. As an alternative second line would be the Whelming Gust Wave. I only use the red and the blue one for this becomes breakpoint also after Surging Strike because it becomes 4. And then the blue one we can use to pitch for Kodachi. Okay, so after the second line would be the third part of the combo, which is the Bands of Ancestry. So I'm using 3 reds and 1 yellow. So what this do is banish a card from your graveyard and then search your deck for another combo with the same name. So usually this is used in conjunction with the Dishonor, which you could discard early in the game and then just banish it with Bands and then just hit with the Dishonor line to disable the hero's powers. So I also have 3 Dishonor for this one. Then an alternative combo line would be for the Whelming Gust Wave. Is 1 Mugenshi release because based on my experience, you only need to trigger the Mugenshi release line at least once. It's clunky because it costs 1 and it requires you to discard a 0 cost for Katsu to search for a combo. And then if Mugenshi release hits, you'd be able to search for Lord of Wind, which would let you shuffle the Whelming Gust Wave and Surging Strike back to your deck, and you can hit with them again later on. So this is the main combo lines that Katsu players are using. So with just minor differences. I'm gonna talk about now the mini combo line of Katsu. This one would be the 100 Winds line. So it combos with itself. The first 100 Winds is 3 attack, and then the succeeding 100 Wind would +1 from the previous one. So it becomes a breakpoint attack. And you can also destroy your breaking scales to increase its attack and break through to your opponent's defenses. Another blue pitch for 100 Winds line is the Winds of Eternity. So it gains +2 power and then shuffles the 100 Winds back to your deck if it hits. Then Spinning Wheel Kick. The Spinning Wheel Kick also combos with itself. So the first one is 4 attack. If you manage to hit and then search for another Spinning Wheel Kick, it becomes 5 attack and it will return to the bottom of your deck. Then we have Cluster Fist. I'm only using the red one. This is important because it is just a combo card that can be searched by Katsu that has 4 attack. So that's just the main reason for that. And then Soulbead Strike, 0 cost, 4 attack. So another breakpoint, and then it has 3 block. So it's good for offense and defense purposes. Then we're using 3 Enlightened Strike for cases that you have all red all red hand. So at least you could still push 7 damage. Then for the non-attack cards, we have 3 Ancestral Empowerment. So this is actually a crucial card because it lets you break point with the 3 attack cards like the 100 Winds, the Big Like Water, and the Whelming Gust Wave. Also the Descendant Gust Wave. It lets you break the defense and then draw a card, which you can also discard after. This has the same effect, Concealed Blade, but it has no draw. But it is a blue pitch, which you can pitch also for Kodachi. Then 2 Razor Reflex for combat tricks for +3, and sometimes you would need the Go Again if you do not have the combo starter. Then I'm using 3 Sink Below. So most Katsu mains are using Flick Flax as their main, but I'm using Sink Below since I prefer to only defend with 1 card and then use the remaining 3 as my offensive cards. Then, utility card, Warmonger's Diplomacy, especially for Runeblade matchups, and sometimes works for Lexi and Azalea and some other heroes that has non-attack actions. Then we go to the sideboard. So I'm using the Flick Flack on the sideboard. So this goes in for opponents that have wide attacks, so that you could make use of the +2 defense for the succeeding attack. Then 2 Reinforce the Lines. This is mainly for dominated attacks since you can only defend with 1 card and 1 defense reaction from Arsenal. So this could mean life or death with Bravo. Then 3 Command and Conquers for those that value the Arsenal. Works very well with other as well. So it's just a matter of your perspective. Bands of Ancestry Blue and Salt the Wound Blue. You can notice that they're just 2 attacks because from the sideboard I have Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. This goes in versus Icelander or any other control decks because most of the time the Mask of Momentum does not work. The players do not allow you to attack 3 consecutive times. So in just 1 big swing, you would be able to deal a lot of damage with this. So the equipment side mains. So we have 2 Harmonized Kodachi, the left and the right. Then Mask of Momentum, main headpiece for Katsu. Then Breaking Scales +1 for combos. And then Heartened Cross Trap for Surging Strikes and sometimes for Command and Conquer. So for those hands where you have all reds, at least you can still have a turn to destroy your chest piece and attack with Surging Strike. Then Breeze Rider Boots for the Miracle Katsu combo line where you have a very long combo. After your finishing moves, you can still continue the chain. Then 2 Null Runes, so for the chest and arms, and then 1 for the offhand, Arcane Lantern. So for wizard matchups. That would be all. So if you have any questions, you can comment below. And I also the link for the deck is also posted below, and I also provided some matchup guides that you can read.